Hello, everyone, and welcome to this latest episode of Bulbacast. I'm Rocket Queen, and I will be hosting the American version. We also have a French Dolphin here with us, as we did last time. I'm filling in for Maniacal Engineer, who has been sent to the Pungent for over-reliance on terrible puns, both in and out of podcasts. So this topic is, I know it's very sad, but something that needs to be done for the good of everyone.
I shed a single tear, man. It's a tragedy.
It really is, but I hope he gets the help he needs and will be fresh and ready to go for next time.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get into today's topic, I will allow the other panelists to introduce themselves. So let's start with you, Glik.
Hi, I'm Glik. I work for Bulbapedia.
Hi, I'm LG. I still mod the forums and the Discord.
Cool. Saph?
Bonjour. I'm still moderating the Discord server. I'm streaming as a social media editor, and I'm still doing some translation for Bulba News.
And I'm TeaWest, and I still moderate the forums, and yeah.
And last but not least, since I didn't actually tell everyone what I do here, I am the head of the social media project here at Bulba Garden, as well as one of the deputy chiefs of staff for the entire network. So today's topic is going to be looking at the recent Nintendo Direct. What we liked, didn't like, what we were missing, what we were perhaps disappointed by, and what really excited us. So the first question, before I can get into how annoyed I am that they didn't do anything about Fire Emblem, is, so what was your favorite bit of news from the Nintendo Direct? Let's start with you, Tiwi.
Well, for me, I really liked the new games that they showed. I really liked Octopath Traveler. I love the art style. It looks really good. And I liked seeing what they're going to be doing with the way the characters interact in battle, getting a little bit more into the actual characters. I think they said they were going to add in a new one. I haven't been following all the news on the game, but I overall am excited for it. And then I liked some of the stuff with Mario Tennis Aces. It looks like it'll be fun. They're trying to put in a little bit more gameplay, which I think is a better step up from Ultra Smash on the Wii U, which was a little disappointing. So I think those are the two big things that I was excited about.
How about you, Saph? What were you really excited about?
Well, there's no news specifically that really appealed to me, like, wow, I must play this game so much. But what I like with this Direct was the diversity of games that were presented. We had games of big Nintendo franchises like Zelda, Mario, Kirby, etc., and Splatoon. We had smaller games like that Eat Sushi thing, I forgot the name.
Oh yeah, what was that called again?
Food Wars, the game?
So it was some weird name.
Eat Throw Sushi something, I don't remember.
Sushi Slider?
There we go.
Sushi Striker, the way of Sushido. Oh, do you think it'll be like Bushido Blade?
Oh my god, I hope so.
Cut people apart with giant pieces of sushi.
That would be hilarious. How about you, Glik? What were you most excited about?
Not much, really. The Mario Aces looks like a good tennis game, but it's a tennis game. I have a lot of stuff from last year I still have to pick up, so getting that is very low priority. Getting more news on Octopath Traveler was nice, but I'd like to actually see what that game is really about, largely. The only thing that really struck out to me was the very last thing of the Direct.
Ah, yes, that last thing, which I'm sure we'll be getting into quite a bit. So, LG, what was your favorite thing?
My favourite bit of news in it was, as we just said, the last thing, purely because of how it was presented, just because it just looked like a random Splatoon troll after the Splatoon news was just done, and then you see the ball.
Oh my god, I know. I got trolled so hard. I was like ready to spike my work laptop when I was watching the thing. I was so mad. So I think my favorite thing was also Octopath. It's not a secret to the rest of the staff here have talked to me about games that sort of that 8-bit, 16-bit era RPG style is sort of my favorite type of game, ever. Things like Chrono Trigger, Earthbound, some of the older school Final Fantasies.
It reminds me a lot of Suikoden if you played
Oh
that.
my god, it sure does. Although the art styles almost reminded me a little bit of Bravely Default, actually.
Isn't it the same developer?
It is. They're both Square Enix, I believe.
Okay.
Who's putting them out? I think they might be the same developer. I'm not 100% sure. I hope so because I love the Bravely games, so that would definitely be a good thing for me. But beyond that, my other piece of favorite news was obviously the last bit. I'm going to save sort of discussion on. We all know what we're sort of hinting at here towards the end. So our next question is. Which of the games, and this kind of ties into what we were talking about, which of the games discussed in the Direct are you most looking forward to? LG, I'll start with you.
Well, naturally, I'm hyped for Smash. I think every single one of us is.
Yep, definitely.
But to prevent all of the answers from just being Smash Bros, I'm going to say Bowser's Inside Story.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked playing that game the first time, and it being re-released is just great.
That was a DS game?
Yeah, I think it was OGDS, right?
I don't know. I never played it. I've heard good things about it though.
Originally it was the OGDS, but the re-release is 3DS. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Seth, let's go to you.
Well, the game I'm most looking forward to is Crash Bandicoot. I really enjoyed the 3 games when I was younger, and I'm really happy to see them making their appearance on Switch.
I would say I would agree with you, but I already own like 4 copies of that trilogy re-release on different systems.
I'm also looking forward to Captain Toad, which I didn't play on Wii U. I think it was first released.
I love that game.
Yeah, I've seen some gameplay on the internet, so I'm pretty sure I'd like it, but I never had the opportunity to try it.
It's one of my favorite games on the Wii U. That may be a bold statement, but it's one of my faves. I played it exclusively off the TV screen, like just on the gamepad, which is really cool. I didn't really do that with a lot of Wii U games, so I'm quite fond of it.
Yeah, I actually did that with the Mario one. That was like the only one I did. What was it? Super new Super Mario Brothers Wii U. I'm sorry that
Super New Brothers Wii
U. You guys figured out what I was talking about, but yeah, no, it was definitely nice to have that ability, which is why. I mean, obviously, we all like the Switch for what it does.
Yeah.
Let's jump to you, Glik. What are you most looking forward to?
Besides the obvious answer that we'll talk about later, probably Okami, the HD remaster coming to Switch. That game has been lauded as one of the best GameCube games.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Wait, GameCube or PS2?
I think it was
Pretty sure it came GameCube.
I think it was on both. Right?
Probably.
I know. We're gonna
fact check that.
Someone's gonna have to Google that real quick. I'm like 99% sure I played it on the GameCube, but that doesn't mean it didn't come out on the PS2.
I'm seeing PS2 in 2006.
Huh. Weird. I swear I played that on the GameCube. Weird. I guess memory has a funny thing of slipping away sometimes.
Maybe you're thinking of Beautiful Joe? Same publisher. I don't know.
I mean, that's a great game, but I definitely... they're not exactly similar.
I was just thinking they kind of... I don't know. I haven't played either, so...
Oh, okay. Speaking of you...
It's probably the cell shaded that's getting us...
Yeah, that's maybe what I'm thinking of.
Maybe. So, last but not least, Tiwi, what are you most looking forward to playing?
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to Smash, although we don't really know a whole lot about what it's going to be like. And the early release date, it's coming out in 2018, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm not sure what kind of release it will be. I know a lot of people have been talking about it, and we'll get into it for sure, but I'm excited about it, but I don't really know anything about what it's going to be like.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see a lot of the things I'm looking forward to, so it's going to be kind of hard for me to really comment that far. Octopath is definitely probably the number one non-Smash one that I'm most looking forward to. And then beyond that, I know that a lot of Bulba staff didn't exactly agree with me on this one, but I actually am a big fan of the No More Heroes series, so I'm definitely looking forward to the Switch entry there. It definitely looks like a weird sort of different game style than the normal sort of hack and slash type, but I really like sort of the humor and how they've like written those games, so I'm looking forward to that as well.
Looks like a minigame collection.
It kind of does. I'm hoping that's not the case. I've never been a fan of like WarioWare and the other minigame collections that they put out, so I'm hoping it's more of like an actual game. Because if it's kind of like a Mario Party type where, sure, there's minigames, but it's actually contained in something larger overall, I would definitely be a fan. But if it's just straight minigames, then I'm going to be kind of disappointed, I think.
Well,
speaking of WarioWare, we have that new one that's coming out on the 3DS.
We do, yeah. We do. But speaking of disappointments, we're going to go to the fun topic here.
Man. Hate.
I think everyone knows my answer already, but we're going to start with you, Tiwi, again. What were you most disappointed by?
Well, I think, I'm hoping that we can get some news on the new Pokemon Switch game. We haven't heard anything about it, and I'm thinking maybe E3 is when they're finally going to tell us more about what is it, What's it like? What's the new game? I mean, we haven't heard anything, so I was really hoping for a little bit, just maybe the title, what it's going to be.
No chance
and
of that happening.
I think that was the big thing for me.
There was
how about
zero
you,
chance of that happening.
I know.
Pokemon is like...
I know, they
Nintendo's-
usually have their own direct, and they have a bunch of stuff, but I was hoping, man.
Pokemon's arguably bigger than Mario for Nintendo.
Yeah. Hey, I can dream, right? I can have a dream.
I mean, I thought they were going to at least give us like a little taste and then kind of lead that into a bigger direct. Although they're having that indie direct next week, which kind of confused me. But I'll leave that for a later topic, probably in a couple weeks when we've actually seen that. So, Seth, what were you most disappointed with?
Well, we had some Pokemon in the direct, since we had the Pikachu, with big news announced.
Boo.
That really sounded like we repeat some things we said about Detective Pikachu because we have no other Pokemon content anyway. But
I love how they try to make him look like this really hard detective, and he's not at all. They're like, oh, he's talking back, and he just says like, hey, what are you doing? It's so funny.
Not gonna lie, I would be all in on that game if they went like full like 50s dark film noir
Film
style.
noir, oh yeah, dude.
And just like murders on the streets of this like little city, and just like straight up went all in on that whole aesthetic. I'd be all in on that game, but clearly they're not going for that.
Pikachu lighting up a cigarette.
Right? Yeah. Now you know exactly what I'm talking about.
It's like Guy Noir and the Imperium Companion.
Right. I mean, totally. So, Glik, what were you most...
Just self-promotion time. I'll still be streaming some Detective Pikachu next Friday, so I know that the Bulbacast will probably release afterward, but I hope at least you will be here to see that.
Oh,
we will
bet
be
on
for
it.
sure. We will be for sure. And we might have to make sure we put this little snippet out as a preview for that before we get to the actual cast.
Yeah.
But Glik, what were you most disappointed by?
Well, I was hoping that we'd have some sort of Metroid Prime HD collection, since they announced the Prime 4 coming out eventually.
Yeah.
Because what was it, Freedom Force on the Wii U? That was just select Metroid Prime levels from the 3 games, like HDified and made multiplayer.
With no Samus, so that game doesn't exist.
Federation
I think
Force?
Samus was in it. I think she was the final boss.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Never played it.
I never played it, and I pretend it doesn't exist, so, we'll pretend that doesn't exist. So, LG, what were you most disappointed?
I was really hoping to see some stuff on Bayonetta 3.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about the lack of that.
Yeah, because that's pretty much the one thing I'm the most excited for on the Switch, and, we've just got nothing except for that one 10-second trailer.
Hey, that's 10 seconds more than I've had for Fire Emblem so far, so...
Aww.
Well, I mean, yeah, fair point.
I'm thinking we're going to see a little bit of that at E3.
I certainly hope so. But yes, so that leads into, shockingly, for anyone who's listened to any other episodes of this podcast, or has even just listened to the intro music, knows that no Fire Emblem is by far the thing that disappointed me the most. Since I kind of was in the camp that was like, oh, Pokemon, we're not going to see it till its own director until E3. I thought that their sort of stinger thing was going to be Fire Emblem at the end, because it was probably, obviously, I don't think anyone saw Smash coming. So I kind of thought that the Fire Emblem was going to be their sort of big announcement. They were going to show off at least like the new lords, or maybe some level of trailer action. But obviously we didn't get anything, which was a huge disappointment for me. And I know a lot of us who are Fire Emblem fans definitely were looking for at least the smallest amount. Which, funnily, this question list that we wrote up, our next question is leading right from here, and it was, what do you feel should have been in the Direct but wasn't? Which I clearly just answered my opinion on this, so I'll just keep my turn going here. And obviously, I wanted Fire Emblem really badly. I'm okay with no Pokemon, because again, I know that they're going to give Pokemon a lot of time, either its own Direct or sort of center stage at E3 or something along those lines. Definitely, again, with the Bayonetta 3 reminder, would have loved to see some Bayonetta 3. And I think those were the two things that I was missing. So, Glik, how about you? What did you think that really was missing from the Direct?
Nothing really that has already been announced. I would have liked something to have a newer, like, first-party title to have been announced after Aces. That launches in April, and then we don't really have any other main Nintendo announcements until the end of the year.
What about all those sweet ports, though?
Them
Whoa.
sweet ports.
But yeah, no, you're totally right there. There is definitely a gap there, kind of filling it with a lot of third-party titles, which on the one hand is good, because a lot of concern with Nintendo is sort of in recent times is they haven't been able to get that many third-party titles. So it's nice to see some new third-party titles. But at the same time, when all they're giving us from sort of their marquee franchises right now is ports and mysterious by the end of the year for their biggest franchises with nothing to show yet, is kind of concerning.
Mm-hmm.
So LG, what do you think really needed to be in the Direct?
Well, I mean, I've already said Bayonetta, but I think just something on Metroid Prime 4 would have been cool.
Oh, yeah, right.
And
I'm not expecting to see anything about that until, like, October at the earliest.
Come on, Glick, power of positivity.
Nah, that was one of those announce this game because we came up with a key art for it without the game even being in development yet.
I just hope they didn't do that with Smash.
Well, I mean, if Smash was only just got the key art for it and it's releasing this year, I'd be worried.
Yep, but Nintendo's never delayed games mysteriously multiple times, so gotta keep the fingers crossed. TeaWest, how about you? What do you feel that we really missed?
There wasn't enough Splatoon. I think they're
Nice one.
they really skimped on it, and that was kind of lame. But in all seriousness, I agree with Glick and LG about Metroid Prime. Would have been nice to see a little bit more of that. And I think what's already been said about the lack of new titles, also I would have liked to have seen more, not necessarily new announcements, but just general. There was so much of a focus on ports and, bringing over stuff from the Wii U, which is all fine and good. I mean, those are mostly great games, but I really would have liked to see some newer titles being announced too. But maybe I'm just being wishful thinking, because that would probably happen at E3 or something like that.
And Saph, how about you? What do you feel was really missing from this Direct?
I would have liked some info on Kingdom Hearts.
Yes!
We're not going to see that in Nintendo Direct.
Is that coming to the Switch?
They haven't announced it for it.
I don't
That's
know.
PS4 exclusive, because like Sony's paying for it, isn't it?
No, it's
I
on
thought
the
it
Xbox One, I think.
That's an exclusive?
Pretty sure it's on the Xbox too.
Isn't that like a delayed release on other consoles?
I don't know. It might be that situation. That's another thing we'll have to look into.
But yeah, anyway, I'd really like to see it on Switch, even though I have a PS4.
I think you're really having some extreme wishful thinking there.
But apart from
We
that,
can
yeah, I
dream,
think
can't
it was
we?
a pretty complete direct. How would you say comprehensive? I don't think it was lacking much more than that, which is pretty much a relief given that it was more than 30 minutes. But yeah, I think that's about all I feel was missing.
And so we've reached the almost end of the cast, but as Nintendo did during the Direct, we've saved Smash for last. I just want to do a quick lightning round here, kind of talk about Smash, and I think the first question on everyone's mind is, who do you think is going to get added to the roster? Glik, I'll start with you.
Luigi!
Luigi, I think, will be on the roster. I feel like that's pretty safe.
Waluigi. The
No,
purple
no,
guy.
he's got to go. Get him out.
He's-
Put in
Hey.
Waluigi, take out regular Luigi.
Wah! We'll save that for the next question. Who do you want to get removed? So we're gonna go right down the list real quick. Glik, who do you want in, and who do you think's gonna get in?
Who do I want? I want Saphir from Dark Souls, just for how ridiculous that would be.
Praise the sun.
Yes, that's going to be his up smash. Is
As
praise
it
the
should.
sun.
Yes, I'm in.
Yes. Who do I think actually has a chance of getting in? Someone from ARMS.
Oh God,
It's happening.
I know you're right. LG, same questions to you.
I'd actually love to see Neku Sakuraba from The World Ends With You.
Ooh.
Don't think it's going to happen, but it would be cool.
Ooh, I like that. Seth.
Well, I don't really know Smash since I only bought the game like 3 days ago to play with you next Sunday. But I'm pretty sure we'll see the two Inklings added to the roster, or at least one. I don't know.
No, I think they made that just to fool with us.
That would be
They're not in there.
so
That would
funny.
be the biggest troll ever.
Yeah. So LG, who do you think is going to get in? Now we're going to follow up there.
I really don't know. I'm actually Forful has a chance. He would be cool. He's the first one that popped to my mind who actually has a chance. Let's go.
He has rage. He
I
has
can see
rage
him-
after all.
Yeah, I could see him being an assist trophy, but like a full-fledged character, I don't think.
I think it's been a bit too long since that game. Not that it's impossible, but we never know.
Well, he was in like 3 of them, and they've been re-releasing them.
That's true. That's a good point. Tiwi, same questions to you. Who do you want in, and who do you think is going to get in?
I think I think Captain Toad would be pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I honestly, anybody they bring in will be great. I think Saphir would be funny too. Probably, it'd be kind of cool if they brought in what's that guy from No More Heroes? Is his name Travis?
Yeah, Travis Touchdown.
That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, I'd be in.
Yeah.
So for me, I kind of have a couple dream inclusions, which I don't think are high chance. First is the cast of Bravely Default. And my idea that I've been mulling over for that is each of them is a default costume for one character. Because at this point, the main traveling party has 1, 2, 3, 4, counting in my head, 7 members. So, I mean, at that point, you've almost got a full suite of costumes. So I think that would be really cool, especially if they all had like a little bit of unique art going to. It'd be a lot of effort, but it wouldn't be that much more than the previous version did with the Koopa
Koopa
Links.
Kids.
Yeah, Koopa Links. And sort of my second, really, this one's a little more realistic, but still not 100% for sure, is Shovel Knight from Shovel Knight.
Oh yeah, that's a good choice.
Ah, yes.
When they did the poll for the previous Smash, the two characters I voted for the most, actually voted for it all, were Bayonetta, who got in, and Shovel Knight, who didn't. So it'd be really cool for me to get both Bayonetta and Shovel Knight. And lastly, the character I think is going to get in, for sure, is the new Lord from Fire Emblem is going to get in for sure, because now at this point it's tradition. And lastly, the other character that I think is going to get in is one of the new Pokemon starters, or some Pokemon from Gen 8. So I think those are two realistic ones and two less realistic ones. And before we go, I'm going to open the floor up just real quick to see what else you guys think about the Direct, about Smash, about anything. Just fire away.
It was good.
It was good.
You skipped over.
It was long.
It was half an hour.
5 minutes of tennis.
I thought
Too much tennis.
Wasn't it like 10 minutes? I thought it was like 10 minutes.
I think it was half an hour.
No, I'm talking about the tennis part. Just
the tennis part was, probably.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, I like tennis, but that was a lot of tennis.
Yeah.
7.8
Did
out
you
of
mean
10.
to
Too much
skip-
tennis.
Do you mean to skip over who we wanted out of Smash?
No, I didn't. So I'm glad you brought that up. We'll go right down the list. Glik, who do you want out, if anybody?
From the previous game, Dark Pit, Lucina, and Dr. Mario. They're just basic clones.
You're
Scrap them,
you're
get 'em out.
really gonna tell me that you want to scrap Lucina?
Yes, absolutely.
That's extremely hurtful.
Well, I don't know about that. May be the wrong answer.
Scrap Lucina, scrap Corrin.
Oh, I'm okay with scrapping
Wow.
Corrin's terrible.
Yeah.
LG, how about you?
Either cut out a few sword fighters or add in none. There's way too many.
Hopefully the new Fire Emblem Lord uses an axe or a lance. Saph, how about you?
That
Who
would
do you
be
want
cool.
out, if anybody?
I don't even know who's in.
Like 50 characters.
Just say Mario.
Just say Mario, yeah.
Yeah, Mario.
Yeah, screw that guy. Alright, and last...
Also,
Yo, Glik.
another one.
Yeah, go for it.
I'd like a different Sega rep from Sonic. He was the exact same character in the last game, and kind of bored of him. I'd rather see Bayonetta as the default Sega rep this time.
I'd be okay with that, but I'm sure both of them are going to stay. I'd be shocked if we didn't have both of them. And Tiwi, how about you?
Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah, that would be my answer too.
Because it's not even the Wii anymore. They're going to do Switch Trainer? Like, they didn't think that through.
Switch Trainer. As for
Maybe they'll release Wii Fit on Switch.
Right. Yeah, maybe.
You
It'll
just
be-
wait. Yeah, they'll put it on there.
Yeah, you have to stand on the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, it'll just be Switch Fit.
Well,
As
yeah,
for
but I
the
mean,
clone,
when's the
yeah.
last time you saw a Game & Watch?
He's
still in there.
That's a great question. But I'm on the side of there's no reason to get rid of anybody. As for the clones Glik mentioned, it's my opinion that instead they should just make them costumes. So Lucina just ends up as a Marth costume. Pit and Dark Pit are just Pit with a costume change. And who was the third clone you mentioned? I'm blanking here.
Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario should
Mario.
just be... Well, Dr. Mario has a slightly different moveset. It's not...
He just uses his old moveset. He doesn't have Flood, that's it.
That one I could see being a little more complicated.
We'll just revert Mario to his original thing without the Flood, because Flood is terrible.
Well, he's gonna get Cappy.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna get Cappy, which is a whole other.
Well,
conversation.
there is speculation that Cappy Mario and Breath of the Wild Link are actually going to be entirely different characters.
Oh, that would be so cool. I actually do think that Breath of the Wild Mario. No, Jesus, Breath of the Wild Mario.
Breath of the Wild Mario.
Yep, laugh it up. But yeah, no, I definitely think that Breath of the Wild Link is going to be a different character, just because they're probably going to keep classic Link with sort of the classic Link moveset, and then Breath of the Wild Link's probably going to use like Bravali's Gale, and Mipha's Grace and all those types of moves rather than your classic like bombs, arrows. So I think it'll be a very unique look at the character. So I would definitely be in for having multiple Links. I don't know, 3 might be too much, so they might get rid of Young Link, but I'd be okay with that.
Toon Link? You mean Toon Link?
Yep, whatever. I'm the one who just said Breath of the Wild Mario, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to top that as a blooper. But yeah, I think here's a good point to cut it off, and I will let SoaringDylan and the Euros take over from here. Thanks again for listening to this episode of Bulbacast, and remember, like, comment, and subscribe.
Well, hello there everyone, welcome back to yet another segment of the Bulbacast. I'm SoaringDylan, your host for our EU segment today, and for now I've brought in some of our regulars to talk about the latest Nintendo Direct. But before we get to talking about the Direct, let me introduce you to the others. Dart?
Hi, I'm Darth. I'm a moderator in the Fun and Game section.
Hello, I'm Creselia92, the moderator of anime manga and 2 other sections.
Hi, I'm noworry and I do art.
Well then, let's start with the elephant in the room. What was your favorite bit of the Nintendo Direct? And I think I can go on a limb and say, at least for some of us, that would be Smash.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
10 seconds of Smash were the highlight of the whole Direct. But yeah, that was the best part indeed, even if it was so short and so... foreshadowing?
Yeah, there really was no information, but who of you, immediately got that it was Smash?
I didn't.
Me neither.
No. I
For
thought it
me-
was some kind of Sunshine 2 or something like that.
Yeah, for me it kind of was like, okay, so we just had Splatoon, there's more Splatoon. It just doesn't seem like the Splatoon style either. I feel like this is Smash. And then it happened and I was like, yeah!
The one thing that did stand out was yeah, that was it for today. I was like, no, there's always one more video. And they were like, wait, there is one more. I'm like, told ya. So what is the big deal with this Direct? And then Smash, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
It made a lot of sense. They kept the best part for last.
That's what they always do.
Yeah, pretty much. This is what they always do. Always keeping hanging.
What I do like compared to the reveal trailer of Smash 4, which used Animal Crossing as its reveal, is they use new franchise introduced into Smash and showing it through that, of new Smash announcement. The only thing I didn't like about this one compared to the old one is that this one didn't show any gameplay footage, which raises the question if it's just a port, and a remix deluxe edition, or Smash 5 we're dealing with.
Yeah, that's my biggest worry as well, if it'll be Smash 5 or Smash 4 Deluxe.
I feel like it will be 5. The whole thing about the logo, their whole, what can I say, the vibe about what's that? And they keep us waiting for 10 seconds just for a port. It would be a
seemed
bit
too
weird.
big for a port.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I feel like it's Smash 5, but nowadays with Nintendo it might be a deluxe, but I'm hoping for 5.
Well, everyone's hoping for 5, I assume.
Yeah, I feel like it will be 5. At most, maybe they will also put a port of, I don't know, the original Smash, but I very doubt that it is just a port. I bet it's 5, just 5. Smash 5.
For now, keeping my hype low, just waiting till it's literally confirmed to be 5, and then I'll go crazy.
The internet will go insane. It will be a glorious day.
Well, they already went insane, kinda.
I mean, have you seen the sheer post about Zelda Breath of the Wild possibly being Smash 5? Just because of the silhouette. Everyone went crazy.
It's clearly the Breath of the Wild silhouette, so it's just like the older games. Melee had Ocarina of Time outfit. Not sure about the original. Brawl had the Twilight outfit. 4 kept the Twilight outfit. And now they're switching to Breath of the Wild.
I'm wondering if they'll keep the same movesets, because Breath of the Wild Link has a lot more abilities.
If you look back at the old games, then the answer would be yes.
So is there anything else you guys thought was like really good about the Direct? As Smash was the best part definitely, but the most funny part of the Direct.
I like Okami, so I was happy that was in there.
Well, another thing I like about the Direct was Luigi's Mansion, the port. I love the original game, so I would love to play it again. Otherwise, not sure. Maybe Okami?
I'm just a fan of bad humor, so I loved the Undertale segment.
Oh yeah, I like Undertale.
Like I'm not gonna buy the game and play it again because I've already played through it like a billion times on PC. But it was just so in my style of humor, and I love Toby Fox.
I guess that is your style, because we got way too used to it. Because I do agree that Undertale was the most funny part. But the moment where you're like, where's the light switch? I'm like, oh god, they're going to make a Nintendo Switch joke, aren't they? They're going to be inside the Switch. Oh, they're on the Switch. Also works. Sure. But you got the same console, so I already saw the joke coming. I'm like, just give it to me already. But yeah, that was the most creative one. Mm-hmm. Besides, of course, Smash. But
so you guys already named Okami, but what other games are you guys looking forward to besides Smash?
Oh, kind of the Nightmare one, because it looks interesting. The creepy one with the yellow thingy.
Little Nightmare, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. One that looks interesting to me is the Octopath Traveler.
Oh yeah, I'm so hyped for that. Like, ever since the first announcement and the demo was revealed, I was like, this game, I'm buying it when it comes out. Just give it to me already.
You also played the demo, right?
Yeah, I played the demo. It's amazing. I just love this graphic style.
The graphic style is definitely quite unique, but would you say the gameplay is quite interesting, or just very generic for an RPG?
Well, it has its own features, but it's not a Chrono Trigger change, where you have this whole new battle system. It's just turn-based with some fun little tidbits.
I mean, it's Square Enix, so I expect high quality.
I mean, it's a good combat system as far as the demo goes. I had to try the boss fight a few times. So.
What did kind of bother me in this Direct, though, was that there were a lot of remakes or ports to the Switch console. Hyrule Warriors, South Park, Dark Souls, Crash Bandicoot for some reason. Things like that.
Yeah, I do agree that there's too many ports. On the other hand, there are some good ports in there. For example, I'm really looking forward to Mario and Luigi's Inside Story. Because, well, I'm a big Mario and Luigi fan. I still need to replay through, what's it called? The one where they travel through time. I forgot what its name was, but I loved it.
That was Partners in Time.
Yeah, that one, Partners in Time.
That makes sense.
Oh, I love Mario and Luigi too. That's a really amazing series.
Yeah.
Partners in Time is a bit tricky to play though.
I haven't played any of those.
I've only played Partners in Time, and I really loved it.
Well, it's a nice game.
I haven't played any of them, and they look interesting.
You should definitely try one.
You really need to try. Maybe try the original one first, and then go with the others. Because I feel like you need to a bit of learning to play the game.
Oh,
it's not
definitely.
Too hard. It's not too hard, but as the series goes forward, it tends to be a bit more difficult. There are some more tricky strategy and stuff, so it's better to start with the basics and then go forward.
Yeah, it's definitely not an easy game. At least not when you're a kid and you don't understand half of what they're saying.
But that's basically everything.
That's just a EU problem.
Basically. Or just any non-native native English speaking.
Native American.
Native American.
You try.
No, if you're from England or Australia or whatever you speak English from, you should be fine with that as well. It's just the language barrier as a kid that's like stops you from understanding all the small details and mechanics that you will miss out upon.
Yeah, in any game.
That's true. Yeah, that's true indeed.
So, anyone excited for Detective Pikachu?
I'm curious, wouldn't say excited.
Yeah, I'm a bit curious.
I wouldn't say exactly excited, but yeah, a bit curious as well.
I mean, for me, it's like I'm not really that interested into the game, but the voice acting seems supreme.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's for true.
Like, I'm not sure if I like the fact that they have Pikachu talking through the whole game, but the voice actor is just so amazing.
The voice is really
What is your issue with Pikachu talking to the whole game?
It would be an issue if they picked a fitting voice, but the voice is so different from what
from what you would expect from a Pikachu.
Yeah, that makes it great.
Like that. It's not the voice you expect from the Pikachu.
Mm-hmm.
True. But if you look at his smirk, then it's kind of fits, though.
True.
Kind of.
Kinda.
It's not the most stunning Pikachu you'll encounter anyway. So, what did you guys think about, now we're talking about Pikachu, they released a new amiibo, which is kind of larger than the other amiibos. What do you think about that?
Praise the sun!
And the Dark Souls amiibo indeed as well. That kind of surprised me. That screenshot just looked like it was fan-made.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was strange indeed. Now that you mentioned that.
I'm just surprised Dark Souls comes to the Switch in the first place. Dark Souls doesn't really seem like a Nintendo game.
So, next question.
Yeah, I was just looking up the Detective Pikachu amiibo because I forgot what it looked like. But indeed, it's like way taller.
It's way taller than the regular Pikachu one from Smash, for example.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you were already talking a bit about, DarthWolf, about the amount of remakes and ports on the Switch. What were you most disappointed about in the Direct?
The amount of Splatoon things, because I'm not that interested in the game, and the song was kind of annoying.
Tennis. Just tennis.
Splatoon's music was terrible.
Yeah, I still have nightmares. It was bad.
I remember sitting in voice chat and everyone was just like, the Splatoon music,
Yeah.
Yeah, that song was something. That's for sure. I cringed all the time. It was.
Eventually it got good.
It was stuck
but
in
that
my
was
head
because
for
I couldn't
days.
hear it anymore.
It's creepy. That's not cute.
So instead of hearing the music, you could hear everyone complain about it?
That's better.
I just got deaf. It took me a few hours to regain my hearing.
It took me a few days before the music stopped playing over and over in my head.
You should have Nintendo pay for your therapy then.
Yeah.
Sue them. Please don't sue us, Nintendo.
You were disappointed about tennis, you said, Corsalia?
Tennis. Mario Tennis. Oh, boy.
They showed way too much of that.
Yeah, that I have to agree with.
If it was something like Galaxy 3, I would have understood, but tennis? Why tennis? Why so much time for tennis?
Yeah, they made a really big deal out of that.
Yeah, even if you go to the Direct website, like, it's categorized by 3DS and Switch, but it also is like the most important ones up top, and it's Smash, Tennis, and Splatoon. Like, why is tennis so important?
I guess they just want to focus on Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess.
It's all about Mario.
The lack of Sonic is really annoying.
Lack of Sonic?
Yeah. We need a Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games again.
Mario and Sonic game. True.
Give me a true Mario and Sonic game, not those Olympic games. Give me a platform or something like that, whatever. No more Olympic games.
Smash.
Mario Sonic platformer. That would explode the internet.
It would.
Oh, It will explode like in Smash 4 when there were, oh, there is Mega Man and Pac-Man all in one place. Ooh, something like this, maybe.
Pac-Man is annoying in Smash.
But I mean, my biggest disappointment, besides the Splatoon music and the amount of tennis, was South Park on the Switch.
Ah,
Why?
I really did not need to see Nintendo delve into more Ubisoft, especially South Park games.
Oh,
I really dislike South Park,
Yeah.
so I didn't even watch that part because I think the humor is too obscure.
I mean, just the title, like, I was just weirded out by the announcer naming the title. Just like,
Yeah, same.
was that just set in a Nintendo video?
uh-huh. It's like the Dark Souls. It's like, it doesn't natively fit with the Switch.
Dark Souls for Darker Souls.
So is no one going to complain about the lack of Pokemon?
Well, that was actually my next question. What did you miss in the Direct?
Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Animal Crossing.
It's besides Smash, currently for me the most awaited game for Switch, and for me actually have a reason to buy the Switch.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but we did have Detective Pikachu.
You know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Real Pokemon.
For those who don't, we're just talking about the new main series game. At least we're expecting it to be a main series game for the Switch. Which literally just called Pokemon Switch.
yeah, I was really surprised they didn't say anything for
I
it.
know a lot of people were hoping for Sinnoh remakes for the Switch.
It's not gonna happen.
Who's saying that?
I don't think they would announce remakes before a new core game,
Yeah.
at least.
There's not gonna be another remake in Gen 7. Or, well, a remake.
Nah.
Well,
We already have 2 games in Gen 7. They're gonna move on, especially since it's a new console. They're not gonna start Gen 8 with a remake either. At least I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, so I
doubt
wasn't
it.
expecting Sinnoh remakes.
but
unless-
people need their Sinnoh remakes.
Unless they're throwing in the travel through multiple regions thing. There's not gonna be a
Everyone
I
would
want
want
that.
that. Definitely.
It's
would be
the one and
amazing.
only dream every Pokemon player has.
Oh, yes.
Including all the regions, I would be so happy.
Give me a game where I can catch everything.
Yeah. I don't want to wait for a DLC to get special Pokemon A or special Pokemon B. I want to get it normally. Especially because I never trade. Whatever.
Or you can just go on the global trade thingy and find Pokemon with nicknames. And then breed them because you hate the nickname.
Yeah. Especially questionable nicknames.
Yeah.
Those things. Bah.
All I want is just to make sure that we can actually accomplish the gotta catch 'em all quotes.
Yeah. Not that trade them all and catch them.
It's the staple of Pokemon.
I mean, you gotta give it to them that it's not maybe not the most nice mechanic to have to trade for all the Pokemon, but I do like the idea of having to get multiple games so you can trade with each other for a reason.
I like the idea of having to interact with others, but I wouldn't call it having to buy multiple games, because then you're basically just saying, yeah, buy one game for the price of 2, basically.
Buy 2 games or get friends.
Indeed. I tend to buy both games.
We now have the Global Trade Station and Wonder Trade, so I don't see it as big as an issue anymore.
That's not that big of an issue, no, but...
It's still called catch them all, not trade.
Trade them all.
True.
That's true.
Yeah, unless anyone still has something left. I've gone through all my questions.
I don't know. I wanted the Animal Crossing because I heard some time back before the Switch got announced that there was gonna be a game for the Switch, but I don't know.
Is that confirmed or just a rumor?
I don't know. But there was this game with the racing game, and it kind of sounded like Animal Crossing when they talk.
Oh, yeah, what was it? The
game with Dylan in.
Yeah. My game.
Your game. Dylan's racing game.
Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers. Dead Heat Breakers. And it's totally not written like my name. I only noticed it now.
Only now.
I have a weird question now. If you could see a crossover between two Nintendo games, which game would they be?
I mean, we have Smash. Does it count?
Except of Smash.
Okay.
Animal Crossing and Pokemon, probably. Just make them Pokemon instead of animals.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, I've seen fan art of it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, let me think.
Pokemon.
Exactly. It's like to think Pokemon plus something.
No.
Pokemon plus something is always a
Bayonetta.
must.
How would that work? Are we gonna play Lopunny?
No.
Now see as they make Pokemon plus rabbits so you can fry rabbits.
No, but what I mean is like have a Pokemon game, but in the style of Bayonetta. So you have to like go through this world and you have to battle yourself through it instead of the normal formula or like a Pokken where you have to fight an arena. You just keep on going.
Yeah, so just an action game.
Yeah, hacker/action game.
Yeah, okay. That would be nice, yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. More strategy.
I can already imagine Luigi's mentioned all Pokemon ghosts.
Oh,
that would be cool.
it will be Red's Mansion.
Lavender Town.
Oh.
Luigi's Tower.
Oh, poor Luigi. He will be scared to death.
He already is.
You could do Fire Emblem and Pokemon because
Oh, true.
it could work out.
We didn't even have Fire Emblem in here.
Yeah, we didn't have Fire Emblem in the direct.
Totally forgot about that.
Wow.
Mhm.
That should have definitely been in there. Like Pokemon and Fire Emblem, where are they?
Well, Pokemon was in the Pikachu Detective, as you said yourself.
Shh.
No.
And
doesn't
Fire
count.
Emblem is seen in Smash? I don't know.
I mean, was it
Doesn't
it wasn't
count.
one of the silhouettes, I believe.
There's Silhouette of Marth.
No, the silhouettes
There's
were
Silhouette
like
of Marth?
Super
No.
I'm
Mario.
pretty sure Silhouette of Marth.
What about the Legend of Pokemon?
So, how would that game work?
Pikachu is Link and Red is Zelda. I don't know.
That's
Boy,
so
yeah.
nice. But who is Ganon?
Mewtwo.
Ah,
Or
yeah,
green.
That's
indeed.
the
Flash.
easiest one.
Blue.
Who's Impa?
Professor Oak.
Marshadow?
Marshadow could also work as a Ganon.
Ah, okay, there are multiple Ganons.
Too many Ganons.
I was thinking that Impa would be Maractus.
Why Maractus though?
I mean, doesn't Glik seem like the perfect...
Wow.
True. So what, you are our glider then?
Sure.
Indeed.
I'm Rivali.
Also works.
But yeah, I think that'll be it for this segment of the cast.
Okay.
Unless anyone else has anything...
Nah, I'm good.
No,
Well then,
I don't think so.
Not
thank
much
you all for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to share what you are most excited about from the Direct in the description below. And I hope you guys enjoyed. See you later.
To understand the power that's inside. It's you and me.
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Oh, come on, guys. This is cruel and unusual punishment. Fine. As long as I'm stuck here, let me tell you about the upcoming Twitch Hackathon, happening the weekend of April 21st and 22nd. It will be hosted partially on location in Amsterdam, but will be occurring on Twitch for the whole 48 hours. The goal of this event is to further research the possibility of creating more interactive features between streamers and their audiences. We here at the Bulbacast Department of Social Media will be streaming for over 36 hours during the hackathon, including a live episode of Bulbacast. A link to the event's English website can be found in the video description below, So be sure to check it out, and we'll see you then. Alright, come on guys, enough is enough. Let me out already. Let me out!